But I went to Disney World when I was in high school. And we took acid. We took some LSD. Now, this was a time when people were experimenting with drugs, which is all the time in America. You know, if you've ever been around or opened your eyes in America, you'll see people on drugs. And we went there. We took a bus from Louisiana over to Orlando, Florida, here where I am right now. And we stayed in some shit motel. And it was a school organized trip. And they brought us down, and I remember on the bus, I'd been seeing a gal at the time in high school, and I remember we're making love on the bus. I remember that. You know, getting in the middle of the night, I remember, you know, her, you know, just escalating her body on top of me and making love. And really making that joy, adding more joy to that bus ride than usual bus rides, because I've been on some other bus rides, and I'm happy to talk about those. And I would like to just, while I'm thinking about it, let's make that the topic for next week. If you have been on a wild bus ride, I'm talking Greyhound or a bus adventure of some sort, Peter Pan, you know, one of those troubled bus lines. And if you've had a wild experience, you can hit the hotline and let me know about that. And we'll try to drop some of those in for next week. That number is 985-664-9503. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So we got down to Orlando, and somebody had some acid. And so we took some acid, you know, a little bit of LSD. And I remember if something was in this LSD, it made everybody look Asian. You know, if I don't know if if the guy who'd gotten it had copped it off of an Asian guy or a Viet or a Cambodian. They call them Cambos, a lot of people. But we had that Vietnamese acid or whatever it was, that Cambo acid. And I remember everybody I looked at looked Asian, you know, and I got thin eyes, so game recognized game. But when I'm on that acid and it just made everybody look Asian. So we came there, and it was like graduation night, and all of my high school buddies, probably about 8 or 9 people on acid, and didn't tell the rest of the class. And we're just running around. It's a Small World. We probably went on that about 9 times. Some kid kept drinking the water out of Pirates of the Caribbean, and he got sick. He drank probably about 2 gallons of it, and he got pretty sick. But we just spent the whole night on acid, running around and doing the different rides and being scared of each other and being scared of ourselves and hiding in the bathroom. And like 6 of us tried to split a hamburger. That's how geeked out we were, and couldn't even do it. Couldn't even eat it. But that was a good time, and that was part of high school, you know. But that was the last time I'd been to Disney World. And that was only one of 2 senior trips. Now, we'd taken another senior trip to Mexico. Mexico, you know, one of the larger countries south of America. And we got down there, and everybody, I remember, bought a bunch of prescription pills and was stealing each other's stuff. I mean, it wasn't but a couple of, probably 9 hours we were down there in Cancun, and half the class, and this was a senior trip in high school, half the class was, hopped up on prescription pills and stealing each other's luggage and selling each other's shit on the streets and, you know, stealing each other's whatever it was at the time. We didn't have cell phones. We had those calculators, TI-85s, those fancy, you know, U-laters, and we were, you know, those number crunchers, you know, that they do algebra, and we were stealing those and selling them and buying more pills. And I mean, for a group of 17 or 18, 19-year-olds, it only took us about 12 hours to go completely AWOL, and half of us be addicted to painkillers and out there selling each other's goods and different type of textiles and wares. So that got bad, and then everybody's fighting, and half of us were sharing a room, and I remember we were stealing stuff from each other and hiding it in the same room we were in. So that right there will tell you what some prescription pills will do to you. You know, so that's one thing you need to stay off of. But anyhow, that was, and a lot more happened on that trip. But that was some of those high school trips, and one of those was to Disneytown, Florida.
Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could watch this one, or watch this one. Watch this one, watch this one, watch this one. Ah!